But Nigel Farage, the leader of the UK Independence Party, says tougher action needs to be taken against homegrown terrorism.
We've got to start facing facts that we in Britain, as indeed in France, have a fifth column living within our country. For the first time in our history, a group of people who have turned against us, our culture, and wish us harm. And that needs to be examined. That needs to be examined.
Of course, terrorists, yes. But you're saying there are other people supporting them who ought to be addressed now, whose funds should be cut off.
Well, I'll tell you what's really interesting. 27% of people, when asked about the Charlie Hebdo murders earlier in the year, expressed some degree of sympathy for the logic behind those attacks. Now, that's a horrifying figure, given there are 3 million Muslims living in Britain. But it's not all bad news, because the same poll asked people whether they felt loyalty to Britain, whether they felt British law should be abided by, and 93% said yes. So what we have here is a conflict going on. Muslim people living in Britain are conflicted. On the one hand...
All Muslim people living in this country?
No, I didn't say that. I said there are many Muslim people living in this country, particularly the youngsters, aged 16 to 24, who are conflicted. On the one hand, they want to get on in the world and get on with people and enjoy life, but on the other, they're having poison dripped in their ear. Now, some of that comes through the internet, and that is tough to tackle, and I accept that. But much of it is coming in through the mosques, and I am very struck that Saudi Arabia, who pose as a friend of ours in the war on terror, frankly, are anything but. That is where the funding is coming for mosques, for British universities, and I would like all churches and all faith organisations from now on to declare publicly, to be forced by law, publicly, to declare where their funds come from, so that we can stop money coming in to preach extremism.